In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to draw the Lewis structure of two different chemicals from our notes. These chemicals bond covalently. The first one is water. To draw this out, I'm going to follow the covalent bonding steps from our notes. So the first step says write symbols of each element and add up the total valence electrons. So when I write out the symbols, I need to decide which part goes in the middle. Remember the little hint, never H, always C. So H is not going to go in the middle, so O has to go in the middle. And then we'll put an H off to one side. I need to figure out how many total valence electrons I start with. So H is 1, but I have 2 of them. And then oxygen is in group 6A, so it has 6. So I start with 8 valence electrons. Next, what I need to do is I need to attach each element here with a single bond. When you attach the single bond, you have now used 2 4 electrons because each line is worth 2. So I need to subtract those 4 that I just used, and that leaves 4 more. At this point, you now need to count up how many valence electrons you need on all of these to make sure that they're each full. The good thing about hydrogen is it's always full once it bonds one time because it has a hold of the line. It has 2 electrons, and remember, hydrogen is full when it has 2. So it's good here and here. Oxygen only has 4 at the moment. It needs to get to 8. So we need 4 more, and we have 4. So we can just go ahead and put the 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. And now oxygen is good as well. Next is CO2. This one gets a little bit more complicated. Again, we're going to follow the steps, write out the symbols. Remember our little hint, never H, always C for which one goes in the middle. So C goes in the middle here. We're going to draw an oxygen off to one side and the other side. Count up the total number of valence electrons. Carbon is in 4A, so it has 4. Oxygen is in 6A, so it has 6, but there's 2 of them, so that's 12. So our total to start is 12 plus 4, which is 16. Now I'm going to connect with at least one single bond. I just used 2 4 electrons to draw those single bonds, so now I'm left with 12. Next, you need to determine how many electrons need to be added to each of these so that they are all meeting the octet rule, or they all have 8 valence electrons. Currently, oxygen has a hold of 2 electrons. It needs 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I need 16. But here's what I have left. Okay, I have 12. I am missing 4 electrons. Okay, so I'm missing 4. When you're missing electrons, you then have to add double bonds. So I'm going to have to add another line or 2 to this. Here's how you decide how many lines to add. Since I'm missing 4, for every 2 that you're missing, you would add 1 line. So since I'm missing 4, I would need to add a total of 2 lines. When you add them symmetrically. So I'm going to put 1 here and another here. Now, because I added 2 lines, you need to subtract the correct amount from the total. I just used 2 4 electrons. I'm left with 8. Now, those 8 electrons that I'm left with, you need to figure out where they go in the model. Carbon is full. It has a hold of 2, 4, 6, 8 electrons. Each of the oxygens only have 4. So I need 4 more here and 4 more here. I'm also going to upload another video of some more practice questions of another teacher working out some examples.